Hello, friends. Good morning and good evening, everyone. Your ALP here again with one more good topic: how the idea of a DC motor came into the picture. So, when the scientists are inventing this motor, so how they started it, how they visualized the construction, how they framed the existing construction. All the things we are going to discuss in this video, and it will give you the boost up to you and how things are there actually. So it will enhance your understanding skills about the motor. It is very easy, guys. So very simple. Yeah. So before jumping into the topic, if you're watching this video for the first time, then do subscribe to this channel and hit bell icon so that I will get all the notifications. And do consider hit like button and comment it if you have any comments. It boosts me to do many more videos like this. Yeah. So without wasting our time, so let's jump into the topic. Today's topic of discussion. So here we can see in many places you are all taking it as a granted, right? For example, so this is the motor. Say this is the motor you have in your house for taking water from the sump to the very high level. So just what you will do is you will go to the switch and turn on switch. So it is doing its work, right? You are doing your work and the motor is doing its work. So there are not trains are there and everything everywhere it is electricity and everywhere we need motion. So how that idea came in the initial days or starting days. So let's see, guys. So here the three pictures are there. It will shows the evaluation ABC. So we are all know that, say for example, whenever say like this is inductor. Whenever a coil is there, whenever a voltage is applied to it, and it will form like a closed circuit and a current will pass through it. If it is like inductor coil, and flux will be generated around this coil like this. So the flux will be generated if we are providing any magnetic circuit, magnetic path. I mean, a very low reluctance path like this. So all the flux will try to flow through this magnetic circuit only. That's what happening here. So this is like C type magnet, C type magnet we have. So in this magnet we just connected this field winding. So whatever the field winding is there, for just creating the field, magnetic field, we just connected one winding here. You can see number of conductors. Say for example, like this, the winding will be there. So whenever you apply some voltage to it, there will be flow of current, and hence there will be production of flux. The flux are taking this path. So you can observe the flux path here. The flux is taking this path. So here this is the air gap now, and this is the flux path now. So what happened is, so we just modified the flux path a bit. So instead of, for example, if you consider in the circuit format, so like this. So instead of providing all the MMF at one place, what we are doing is we just divided that path into the two. In this second picture, you can see. So only thing is we just divided the field winding. Say here one source we kept, and here one source we kept. So still the circuit is same. Otherwise, you can say here the flux by 2, and here the flux by 2. The source MMF, we will say the magnetomotive force for that is responsible for producing all the flux. So like that, we just divided the MMF here. So it is very simple, guys. Only thing we divided this entire thing into the two, and what we did is we enlarged this air gap, and we placed some magnetic material. We placed some material, magnetic material here. So what happens whenever a flux flows through it, it will try to rotate, right? So that's what will happen here. So how? Let's see the equation. So it is true that this force into current into length. This is the force formula for the force generation. So whenever a conductor of length L carrying current I is placed in a magnetic flux density, magnetic flux, then there will be a production of flux. So that's what production of force will be there. So that's what we are discussing. So instead of this circular one, this is instead of this square or rectangular shape, we just replaced that with so instead of like this, what we did is we just replaced it with normal circular structure. That's what the wheel, right? So this gives a better rotation capability for the with less force also. Yeah. So we just converted that. And one more good thing we done is, for example, let's say this is the flux phi, total flux. So what we did in third picture is we just splitted the flux. So say now the flux path is like this. Here we have armature, the flux is coming like this. So what we did is we just divided the flux into the two parts. So this is pi by 2 and this is pi by 2. That's it. Here again, same thing. So, and one more good invention we did is we just made the tip, the arrangement. I'm just explaining this arrangement. Instead of plain rectangular, it is good to have like this, the shape like this, so that the flux will embrace the entire the armature. It will try to cover how most of the armature area. So generally we will say like this one pole shoe in a terminology, machine terminology. So like that we just made it, and so it's very fast and very highly designed effective way for rotation. So like this it is there. So one more thing is, why can't we place any conductors or any conductors on this rotating wheel on the armature? Then why can't take the advantage? So then again another thing came into the mind. So on this periphery, whatever it is there, so we just placed some conductors on it. So if you are placing some conductors here, for example, simply the conductors here, so what happens? Simply force will act on these conductors, right? In either direction. That depends upon the flux flow. Okay. So the force will act whenever the conductor is carrying current of I. So the force will act on it. So what happens? The conductors are not secured, right? They are just placed on it. So the conductors may tend their position. It may change, right? So I mean, they are not mechanically stable, I want to say. So what we did is, so whatever the conductors here on the rotating wheel, we need some mechanical strength for it. So why can't we push it a little bit? Why can't we push it little bit? So that's what we did. So for example, what we did is, say like this, the periphery is there, we just made a cut and we placed the conductor, and remaining portion is same. Again we just made a cut and we just placed the conductor. Again same, we just made a cut, we placed the conductor. Very good, right? That is the slot concept. Here the slot we have, this is the teeth actually. So like this, the motor started from a C type to whatever the basic C type we consider like C type 2. It is divided into uh, this double C type, and finally we consider the wheel, and we consider the conductors on periphery, and we consider the slots in the conductor. So like this, the final arrangement, whatever we are watching today's motors, so our generators, so this is the arrangement. So like this, we just place it conductors on the periphery. So now there is a fuse, all the conductors are together acting as for torque protection. So for example, this force will act like this force will act like this. So all are together acting simultaneously. On the other side, every the conductor will act like this. So together we are getting the wheel movement. So together we are getting the wheel movement. Otherwise, we can say we are getting the rotation like that. So what happens? For example, in this picture here, you can see here few conductors were not linked by any flux, right? Here they are empty. Here this area also that is empty. So what we can do is we can place another magnet also here, another magnet also here to cover that area. So what I mean, the whatever the rotation is there, that will be so fast now. So the torque also, the torque production capability is also very high now. So what we are doing is we are trying to cover as much as area is possible. The rotating wheel, peripheral area, how much is possible we are trying to cover. So here, let's see a few things about it. For example, whatever the EMF producing, that is nothing but generally we will say d phi by dt. Whatever the variation in the variation of flux per unit time, that's what the voltage, right? And so generally that equation we can give like pi zn into 60, pi zn by 60 into p by a. So this is the equation actually. So here for getting more EMF or for example, power is nothing but EB IA, whatever back EMF is there, and the current whatever IA is carrying, like that. So if you want to get more power, more rating with a very big rating, only thing is we can go for number of conductors, more number of conductors placed on the circuit. So like this, say for example, this is first conductor, second conductor, third conductor, fourth conductor, like this. There are nowadays, for example, that slot is having number of conductor, that each slot, and there is the slot designs also very high, like this, so that conductor won't come out mechanically stable, like that. There are different considerations. So only thing, number of conductors we have to increase more for getting a very high rating, and speed also. I mean, if it is generator, we can rotate it at a very high speed, so that we can get more EMF. So that is one thing, and flux also, for getting more very high rating, high voltage. That's what we did, right? So here we added two poles here, like that. By increasing number of poles, also we can do many miracles. Yeah. So this is about this EMF, guys. So we are all know that torque is nothing but force into distance. So whatever force we have, that force into distance. So the force equation, we know that BIL. So BIL into R, and simultaneously we are also know that the entire thing, whatever a force acting, that in the F into R. So the work done is nothing but on the entire circumference, whatever it is there, F into 2 pi R. So whatever power we have, power generally we can write like omega into T. So here T is the torque now. The omega, whatever it is there, generally 2 pi n by 60. That is the angular speed. So these are the power equations, guys. So this is how the motor or the generator, its innovation came, its start came. So this is the basic idea to the entire electrical machines, we can say. This is how the concept started, and the same concept we can do for any electrical machine, and we can keep on increase the number of magnetic circuit and the number of electrical circuit for getting very high amount of ratings. That's it, nothing else. Only thing, all the precautions we should take. Yeah. So this is about this, guys. Thank you. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments or anything, then do comment in comment section, and hit the like button and subscribe button. And yeah, I will meet in next video, guys. Bye.